But strangely, we had a case in Mapsa police station, which was CR number 36 of 2024, which was registered, and a police team was deputed to Uttar Pradesh. They nabbed the accused, brought him to Mumbai, and in Mumbai, the accused disappears. He just disappears. They say that, no, he beat up our police and he ran away. And no suspension, no action. And now they're trying to claim an inquiry was done. When was the inquiry done? By these people having protection or some fixing going on? The others, in Suleiman Siddiqui case, when the accused ran away from custody of the crime branch, that constable who took him was suspended. And some others' action was taken for allowing him to escape. What happened here? Are there somebody high and mighty or someone well connected? Good officers, I always say, are in cold storage. I won't want to name the good officers, but I have worked with some officers and many officers, and we have had absolutely good success rate in cases in prosecution. And because success rate was more than 95%, I can tell you the work was good, and that is why we could sustain matters or even manage to get convictions in the High Court. In Giri, a drug seizure was reported that is the biggest haul ever in Goa. I want to ask a question. It's only the haul which has been done, the drug seizure, because from where the drugs came in, who supplied the drugs, who gave the money for the drugs, because if it's so many kilos of drugs, you have to have lakhs or crores of rupees to pay for it. So who was the financer? How did that money come? How was it paid? Where was it going? So all this is something which the police needs to investigate. It's one thing that you're caught with the money. You're caught with the drugs. Like in this case, whenever even huge amounts of money are recovered, what is going on right now in Delhi, huge sums of cash recovered in some outhouse, what happens? The source of that money has to be probed. And so, the source of the drugs, you can't just leave at it. Honorable Speaker, you would remember that there was one actress caught in Karnataka who was smuggling gold. And the CBI, the DRI did not stop, ED also did not stop on just catching her, because that's an offense for importing gold. That is smuggling gold into India. That's an offense. So they could have simply said, she brought in, they caught her. What did they do? They have raided her houses, they have raided other places, they have raided people who she had connections with, people with whom she was interacting, and recovered a lot of money, a lot of things they have recovered. So it shows that it cannot work in isolation. It has to be a syndicate. And therefore, unless you crack at this, I think the police are not doing a good job. Just remaining happy and putting headlines in the newspapers gives a bad impression. It shows that Goa is becoming a drug hub, and that is not good for the police. And if you want to root out this evil, you need to go behind to find out the source of these things. There's also one more thing which the Honorable Governor failed to mention, is the Marketing Federation. I don't know how he skipped it. There's a big scandal in that Marketing Federation, where the Managing Director, Kashinath Naik, has misused his position as the Managing Director by first depositing huge amounts of cash into the Marketing Federation, and then he makes out a check of 29 lakhs into a society, Gomantak Cooperative Society, which is not a member of the Marketing Federation, but of which he himself is the chairman. I hope you understand what I'm saying. He is MD of the Goa Marketing Federation, and he's chairman of that society. And he's transferring 29 lakhs. What kind of this is it? And worst, he ordered onions from NAFED. That's the apex agency which is supplying these onions. He got it at a cheap price, and he sold it out and out without even bringing to Goa. So it was a loss for the Marketing Federation, it was a loss for us Goans. That was sold out and out, and NAFED came to know about it, and they asked for an explanation, and he gave absolutely wrong information, and he was caught. And when he was caught, they said, we are not satisfied. He gave some false and bogus receipts of transportation. And when it was found these were fake, they approached the police and filed a complaint. I'm surprised that the government of Goa has not taken any action against him. I'm surprised that he has not been placed under suspension. I'm also informed, and I have seen it, that there's an order of the tribunal quashing and setting aside the elections of this entire board of which he is there a member. And yet, the board continues. The court has directed fresh elections to be conducted. An administrator should have been appointed, but everything is honky-dory because I believe someone must be getting a pie out of this illegal money, and therefore no action is being taken. I challenge the government to take action and show that it has no role, nothing to do with this. There's another issue which is raging Goa, and every day I don't like to speak about it, but I'm forced to speak about it. It's about the decline of tourism. Firstly, Honorable Speaker, the taxi issue, when it's being attended, needs to be taken into account by taking local sentiments and economy into consideration. Laxity in implementation of tourism law resulting in unregulated activities. There are laws, everything is good, but if they enforce it, it works out. It's not that someone takes some money and allows you to do things illegally. This is what is happening. And we are seeing every day, not once, twice and thrice in a day, arrogance and intolerance of the tourists which are on the increase. We have seen tourists coming and assaulting our people with helmets and other things. How can this happen? We don't go to any place and assault anyone. Even if we are right, we will discuss. We won't shout. We won't lift our hands and take weapons and assault anyone. But this is completely wrong. Fights between tourists and locals are bringing bad name. The murder of tourists in beach shacks and other places causes fear. The seizure of drugs from among tourists not only shows, one, the demand and supply, the purpose of visit of some tourists, the proof that such activity cannot happen without police and higher-ups in connivance. Now, 2 days back, we had a murder in a hotel of some lady from Madhya Pradesh. This is very disturbing. People don't come here to be murdered. Or is it that Goa is now becoming a murder and a suicide destination? I think we need to stop this, because it may be genuinely people are coming because some have money and they feel that they can rule over all of us who have been polite and kind. This should not be allowed. And I think time has come to tell the tourists, we don't want this trash of tourists. We want good quality tourists. I think we need to restore the glory of the 80s and the 90s when we had real good tourists coming to Goa and not this riff-raff which is coming every day. There's another thing which I want to also mention, Honorable Speaker, is about delaying clearance of files. I'm lost to understand why files keep remaining at the tables of certain officers and certain places for months and sometimes over a year. And I don't know what kind of a study is being done, whether page by page, and they're examining the chemical forensic of that page. I don't know what is going on and why it is being done. Or there is something which you and I, we speak in hushed manner, why the file is being kept. My first file was laying of 63 PVC distribution pipeline from main road to the house of Deepak Sarmalkar in Gawar, VP Aldana, stuck since 21st February 2024. Please think of it, 1 year later, now the file got cleared. The Bastora to Gawar hot mixing file stuck from 30th July 2024. Resurfacing of various roads from Pamanari to Santarshet in Ward number 5 Aldona, stuck since 16 August 2024. Improvement of main road from the main road up to Chapel at Panth Karona, stuck since 16 August 2024. The road damage due to laying of water pipeline at VP Nationala from MDR Nationala Junction to Zagbai Temple pending since October 2024. Reinstatement of roads due to laying of electric cables of 2 transformers at Nationala pending from 15 October 2024. Replacement of existing 100 millimeter diameter AC distribution pipelines with 110 mm dia, PVC pipeline from Mithun Mamre House, Olauling to Paji Rikoshi and VP Pomburpa in Aldona constituency. Maintenance of WSS in Bardes Taluka, urgent replacement of existing water supply pipeline 200 mm and 150 mm dia pipeline from Karona to Langde and GLR in village Panchayat Aldona constituency. These are just some of the files which I have highlighted, but this is the manner in which files are being held up. Sometimes I don't know whether it's politics or whether some other reason, but if development is to take place fairly and across the entire state, I think files should be processed with a time limit being set up, and the Honorable Chief Minister should make sure that every department is given a timetable and a time frame within which queries should be put up, or even if the file can't be cleared for some difficulty, list out all the 8 points, not one each time the file comes, and send it back. The Honorable Governor has spoken about Swaympurna Mitras, who work tirelessly for reaching out the schemes at the village levels. I've seen that these Swaympurna Mitras are existing officers who are being entrusted with additional tasks. And this is becoming difficult because they wish to go home. Just another 5 minutes, I'll finish. They wish to go home. They are being burdened with additional work. They belong to one department. They have to start studying all the schemes of other departments. I think that for Swaympurna Mitras, the Honorable Chief Minister should work out to have a dedicated section where they will be trained and they will be full-time available for people, because sometimes people go to market, people go here and there, and then they are not available, and when they knock at your door, you may not be found. As far as the 100% direct benefit transfer, the Honorable Governor's speech woefully fails to mention that we don't have timely disbursal of the money in the accounts of the people. If the money comes after 2 months and 3 months for the women or for the senior citizens, please think of their helplessness, because they depend on that money for their day-to-day needs. And then they have to borrow from somebody else, and then when they get it, all these problems start coming in. As far as the fire and emergency service is concerned, I need to appreciate the good work done by them. I think that they should be rewarded appropriately by even probably increasing their wages and giving them higher allowances for the risks which they take, and more funds should be given to upgrade this, because this is something which affects us all across Goa. As far as the Goa dairy is concerned, we are seeing that the Goa dairy is struggling, and I don't think anything is being made. Goa meat complex, while we don't get meat over here, the beef is very difficult, and then getting it to be slaughtered over there. But strangely, we see that Goa meat complex has become a provider to slaughtering of beef and for exporting beef abroad, and it's become #1. And as far as the Chief Minister's apprenticeship program is concerned, I had pointed out, yes, there are some things in which you require apprenticeship in industry, but you're putting apprenticeship, people who have done ITI, you're putting them in, let us say, health department, PWD. I don't understand, and in social welfare or revenue department, how can they work? How can someone who has done plumbing go and sit there in those departments? That would be appropriate skill where they are qualified. But it was, I had dubbed it as a gimmick before the parliamentary election, because I said, you will be there for 11 months. Once your 11 months is over, your election will be over, then you will be home. But I told people, you apply for it, you go for it, at least some pocket money and some gainful employment and some experience you will get. What has happened today? All of them are on the road. That apprenticeship is over. They are not getting any chance anymore. They are not getting even the jobs which was being shown in the horizon. And this is all. As far as just 2 items I will speak about is a PDA. I've seen one trend that whenever there is a new chairman comes in a PDA, there is a work exercise starting to do a new ODP. I don't understand why a new ODP has to be done. And because if a new ODP is being done, every time a new chairman comes, because there's a horizon period of 10 years for an ODP. And if there is, there should be some sanctity for it. It can't be that every time somebody comes and somebody's whims and fancies, you start making another one. There is the last thing which I want to speak about, the Mercedes Court. I appreciate that the Mercedes Court has finally seen the light of the day, and I was also present for its inauguration. But unfortunately, there is no AC for the staff. The staff are working without AC, despite the fact that provision was initially being made, but for want of budgetary funds, the proposal for providing AC for them was withdrawn. I think the government needs to look at them. Arrangements for the staff also. for their sitting arrangement should also be proper so that they have proper space. If the staff which is working in these departments is not having something which is proper, if they don't work in good conditions, think of their condition, how they will provide service to the people who come to them. Definitely we don't want to see them unhappy. We want them happy as much as we would be happy. And therefore I think the government should do about that. And I thank the Honourable Speaker for having given me this opportunity.
Evanzi Vegas. Jennifer Mansour.
Speaker sir, I rise today to express my support for the motion of thanks to the Governor's address. The address is not just a reflection of the achievements of our government, but it's aimed to achieve Viksit Bharat and a Viksit Goa by 2047 by focusing on good governance, infrastructure development, human development through its various policies and schemes. The people of Goa have placed their trust in our Honorable Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji, and our Honorable CM, Dr. Pramod Sawant, to bring about a harmonious progress in our peaceful and beautiful state of Goa. The continuous momentum of sustainable development has defined our state and transformed it into a land of opportunity. First, I would like to congratulate the Honorable CM and the government and all its ministers and colleagues for the successful exposition, the 45-day exposition that we had of St. Francis Xavier's relics. This event, which was centered in the Basilica of Bom Jesus, drew pilgrims from all over India and also global pilgrims. The whole function was so seamlessly conducted, and it's worth mentioning. And I would like to thank everyone involved who put in an effort to make it such a success. The total foreign direct investment for Goa from the year 2019 to 2024 has been 174.79 million, 79 million, and this has been possible only because of our friendly policies that the government has brought about. As per the Sustainable Development Goals Index 2024 released by Niti Aayog, Goa has maintained its position at 4th number, securing a composite score of 77 and bagged a position in the category of front runner. I congratulate and applaud all the Swayambhurna Mitras who have worked tirelessly so that the benefits of different schemes could reach people and they could achieve Antodaya. The Swayambhurna Mitras, to make a mention, they worked even on Sundays. So they put in a lot of effort to make this program a success. To achieve the dream of Swayambhurna, and so that everyone becomes self-sufficient, regular drives and webinars were conducted and various schemes and services by different departments were brought to the people. Presently, special drives also are being carried out from January of this year by various departments across all villages, panchayats and municipalities on the different schemes that are available, so people know what the government is offering the people. My government has also launched the Smart Transit card under the tagline, one card, many destinations. This aims to change public transportation in Goa. Keeping in mind the importance of environment, the commercial operations of registered vehicle scrapping facility has also started. I think the government is very keen on changing the environment and on bringing about the importance of clean air. With the rise in road accidents, the government has started the EDAR, which has been implemented. This is to enhance safety, identify black spots and accident-prone areas, and providing immediate help to road accident victims. Under the scheme Goa Interim Compensation to Road Accident Victims for 2023, during the year 2024 and 2025, an amount of 94.60 lakhs has been dispersed to immediate kins of 50 victims to help them in times of difficulty. the Maji bus scheme has provided an alternative to private vehicles and strengthening the KTCL fleet, making sure that this is connected to the most remote part and that it reaches all the interiors parts in Goa. Due to the rise in accidents and cases of drunken driving, the government is making sincere efforts to provide a very safe driving environment, special drives to rein in drunken drivers and overspeeding vehicles, and a total of 4,91,796 traffic violation cases under the Motor Vehicle Acts have been registered, and the fine that was collected was 29.28 crores. The construction of the new police station building at Kepe, Fatoda, Maina, Kotori, and the annexure to building to the existing coastal security police station at Terakol are ongoing with an estimated cost of 36.23 crores. This will help in curbing crime. To ensure timely help and support, a special women's helpline has been started around the clock. And we also have the Pink Force, which has attended to almost 5,387 calls related to women and women in distress. So this will help crime against women and children. And also the government has added child-friendly rooms, which are developed at police stations in North and South districts, which are equipped with playing and learning materials, and even care is being taken to ensure that women and children who come there to lodge a complaint are comfortable. The DNA fingerprinting division also has successfully started. This is the first of its kind in Goa, and examining and reporting of DNA cases have started from December, and with the assistance of the scientific staff playing a very critical role in timely examinations, and I think this will help in solving crimes faster. The government has also established the Goa Staff Selection Commission to ensure transparent and merit-based recruitment for jobs, thus eliminating any scams. With the commissioning of the new administrative and training block at the Fire and Emergency Services at Panjim, Goa has now one of the finest infrastructures in the entire nation to ensure public safety and greater efficiency. The fire and emergencies, being our first responders, I believe that they should be well equipped to help and reach on time. From April 2024, the Fire and Emergency Services have collectively attended to 6,425 emergency calls, during which they have saved the lives of 353 people and 465 lives of animals. And they have also saved property worth 30.31 crores from being damaged. Under the Pradhan Mantri TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, infection control kits also are provided to reduce the spread of TB in the community. Free rapid tests as well are being done. There is not much spoken about mental health, which I think is a very critical topic, especially now. So we have started, the government has started mental health care centers at PHC Kollam, South Goa, in Margao under Ayush Cell. And also the Goa's Telemanas helpline provides 24/7 mental health support to people who call. With rising cases of breast cancer, I commend my government who have worked tirelessly and have been screening almost 1 lakh women for breast cancer using a portable and painless device, and which is also provided free. Goa's national program for palliative care also has transformed palliative care services in the state and has become the 5th state with a dedicated state palliative care policy. The government is also targeting to achieve a malaria elimination zero cases and zero death due to malaria by 2025. The government also, which is one of the very important things, that decision that the government has taken was to amend the Goa Mediclaim scheme, wherein sanction limit was enhanced to rupees 5 lakhs from 1.50. Further, family income limit also has been enhanced from 5 lakhs per annum to 8 lakhs per annum. This will cover a whole lot of people than before. Since the inception of the EMRI Green Health Services has responded to almost 7,88,095 emergency cases, saving about 62,026 people's life and assisting about 1,170 deliveries. In the farming sector, everyone is aware that farmers are critical to the existence of humans, and also they make great contributions towards the national growth and nation building. My government is encouraging and empowering farmers to adopt new technologies to enhance production and to engage in community farming. Various schemes also have been implemented to help them in the agriculture sector. 27,643 farmers were assisted during this period, incurring an expenditure of 4.87 crores. During the same period, 1,307 farmers were assisted by various agricultural machineries, equipments, incurring an expenditure of 2.73 crores. Compensation as well to the tune of 4.40 crores was provided to 3,260 farmers who suffered losses in agriculture. Keeping in mind the trend of organic food, the government is vigorously promoting organic farming in the state. Almost 850 farmers are provided assistance amounting to 74.42 lakhs. My government also is making all efforts to increase milk production in the state under incentives to milk producers schemes. For the safety of our fishermen, 859 transponders were allocated for fishing vehicles in the state, and 486 transponders have been successfully installed in the fishing vessels, keeping in mind the safety of the fishermen. I congratulate our government for implementing the NEP for the year, and this will be completed in all grades by 27-28. I have 2 minutes. In conclusion, I would like to acknowledge and thank the government for their diligent work in prioritizing and empowering the safety and the welfare of the people of Goa. And also I would like to thank all the ministers involved in making all this happen. Thank you, Speaker, sir.
Dr. Shetty.
Speaker sir, आज हांव जो उबो रावल्लो आसा, जे ऑनरेबल गव्हर्नरान जे एड्रेस केल्ली 6 फेब्रुवारी स्पीच, ताका सपोर्ट करपाक रावल्लो आसा. सगळ्यात पयलीं हांव गोंय राज्याचे मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर प्रमोद सावंत हांकां अभिनंदन करता की तांच्यांनी 6 वर्सां सक्सेसफुली एज अ सीएम म्हणून कंप्लीट केले. आनी मागता की हाच्याय फुडें ते अशे मुख्यमंत्री जावं की जांचो मॅक्झिमम टर्म तांणी गोव्याक सीएम म्हणून जावपाचें. आमचे डबल इंजिन सरकार अंडर ऑनरेबल प्रायम मिनिस्टर मोदीजी आणि गोंय राज्याचे मुख्यमंत्री प्रमोद सावंत हांणी डेव्हलपमेंट सगळ्याच फिल्डान केल्लो आसा, वेदर इट इज एज्युकेशन, एग्रीकल्चर किंवा हेल्थ आसूं किंवा इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेव्हलपमेंट आसूं. आणि जर तुम्ही पळयशात जो ग्रॉस स्टेट डोमेस्टीक प्रोडक्ट ऑफ गोंय स्टेटीचो इयर 24-25 जो आसलो एस्टिमेटेड 1,21,309.02 crore with projected rate 13.87 as compared to 13.73 in the year 23-24. Goa's GSTP per capita of rupees 7.6 lakhs for the year in the country. which clearly shows की आमची जी इकॉनॉमी आसा ती रॉबस्ट आणि हेल्दी इकॉनॉमी आसा. आमच्या सरकाराचे अशे पॉलिसी आसा, जर तुम्ही लास्ट 5 वर्सांक पळयल्यार जी फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्व्हेस्टमेंट इक्विटी इन्फ्लो जाला तो $174.79 मिलियन US आसा. आणि हे क्लियर शोज दाखयता की आमच्या सरकाराची पॉलिसी आसा, इन्व्हेस्टर फ्रेंडली पॉलिसी आसा. आणि हे डबल इंजिन सरकारामुळे क्लियर कट झालाय. फक्त आमच्या एकाच सरकारामुळे एक्सपोर्ट कसो करता आता USD 1.61 बिलियन आसा कंपेअर टू आमचो जो 1.52 बिलियन US असलो सेम पिरियड 23-24 म्हणजे 24 1.61 झालो आणि 23 1.52 असलो. जे सस्टेनेबल डेव्हलपमेंट गोल्स असतात जे नीती आयोग रिलीज करता हे 16 सस्टेनेबल डेव्हलपमेंट गोल्स आसा आणि भितर जे 12 गोलान आमचे गोंय स्टेट ही फोर रनर आसा आणि अचिव्हर आसा आणि त्यातल्या 12तले 4 गोलान आम्ही फर्स्ट आसा. आणि आमचो जो हे आसा कंपोजिट स्कोर आसा तो 77 आसा आणि हो स्कोर 72 असलो इन द इयर 21 विच क्लियरली शोज. आणि हो नीती आयोगाचो आसा, हो गोय गव्हर्नमेंटाचो ना. सो त्यामुळे हातून बायसनेस बी कांयच ना. हो नीती आयोगान केल्लो आसा विच क्लियरली शोज की आमचे जे गोल वाडल्यात म्हणजे आमचं कितले इम्प्रुवमेंट जाल्लो आसा. सो नाल्यार कशें आसता खुबशे फावटी आमचेच सरकार आपले बरें म्हटल्यार ऑपोजिशन आवाज उठयता, हाचेर आवाज उचलोवपाक काय प्रश्नच येना तुका. हे सगळे करच्या खातीर आमचे गोंय गव्हर्नमेंटाचे मुख्यमंत्री स्वयंपण मित्राज हे केला आणि तांकां ट्रेनिंग दिवच्या खातीर खास करून सॅटर्डे बी ट्रेनिंग दिता. आणि वी आर व्हेरी लकी दीस इयर की फर्स्ट टाइम युनियन मिनिस्टर श्री शिवराज सिंग चौहान जी ऑनरेबल युनियन मिनिस्टर फॉर एग्रीकल्चर अँड फार्मर्स आमच्या इंटरॅक्ट केलो आमच्या फार्मरा बरोबर. वी आर सो लकी. आमचे गोंयचे फार्मर इतके लकी आसा. आमचे विकसीत भारत 2047 करच्या खातीर आम्ही प्रत्येक हाचेर गोष्टीचेर लक्ष दिलं. आता तातूंत मेन लक्ष जो आसा तो आमचो नारी शक्तीचेर. ह्या वर्सा आमच्या गोंय गव्हर्नमेंट LIC बिमा सखी योजना. आता LIC एजंट कोणीय जावं शकता पण ह्या LIC बिमा सखी योजनेन कितें आसा तर 3 वर्सां जी आमचे लेडीज LIC एजंट जाला तांकां आमचो सरकार स्टायफंड दिता. स्टायफंड इतल्याच खातीर दिता तर ती सेल्फ सफिशियंट जावं, ती LIC एजंट जावं. नाल्यार बाकीच्या LIC एजंटांक कितें आसता ते LIC करतना ताका कमिशन मेळटा. हांव रिक्वेस्ट करता आमच्या पब्लीक आमच्या लेडीजांक की तुमी हे स्किमीचो जाता तितलो फायदो घेवपाचो. आमच्या गव्हर्नमेंटाची इमेज इम्प्रूव करपाक, ट्रान्सपरन्सी इम्प्रूव करपाक आमच्या CMान हेल्पलायन इम्प्रूव केला आणि हातून 7 डिपार्टमेंटां ह्या हेल्पलायनीन आसा. सो दॅट कोणाक जर आमचे गव्हर्नन्स इम्प्रूव करपाक कोणाक कितें कंप्लेन करपाक जाय, ग्रिव्हन्सीस असले कितें करपाक जाय, दे कॅन यूज दीस. हांव तुमकां आतांच जशें सांगलां आमचे ट्रान्सपोर्ट मिनिस्टरान हांव जाणा खूब कडेन आमकां इश्यूज आसात, खूब कडेन आमकां कदंबा बसीस आमचे पावनात. तरी पूण माझी बस म्हणून सर्वीस सुरू केल्ली आसा आणि सर्वीस सुरू करताना स्मार्ट ट्रान्झिट कार्ड सुरू केलें. स्मार्ट ट्रान्झिट कार्ड कितें तर एक कार्ड आणि ताका खूब डेस्टिनेशन. हे कार्ड खिच्याय कदंबा बशी यूज करूं येता आणि म्हजी बसीचेर यूज करूं शकता. हांव एकूच रिक्वेस्ट हांगा सजेशन करता की कदंबा बसीस आनी घालपाचे आणि जंय गांवांनी खंय अजून पावोंक ना, आय एम शुअर म्हाका दिसता विथीन 2 म्हयन्यान जातले चेअरमॅन आसा थंय हे बसीस घालपाचे कित्याक लोकांक अजून थोडी नीड आसा कदंबा बसीची. आम्ही सगळे लोक म्हणटा ऍक्सिडेंट जाता म्हणटात आणि सरकार कितें करता पण सरकार हर तरेन प्रयत्न करता. हांव नको कितल्यांक खबर आसतली की आमच्या कडेन सरकार एक हे आसा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिटेल ऍक्सिडेंट रिपोर्ट आसता. हो प्रोजेक्ट इम्प्लिमेंट केला आणि ह्या प्रोजेक्टान कितें केला तर रोड सेफ्टी खंय ब्लॅक स्पॉट फायंड आउट करचे आणि त्या थिसर हेल्प करचे. आता ब्लॅक स्पॉट फायंड आउट करून कितें करता सरकार, ब्लॅक स्पॉट फायंड आउट केले काय मागीर PWD डिपार्टमेंट, ट्रान्सपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंट दे वर्क ऑन इट and they see to that how this black spot becomes a white spot. म्हणजे थिसर ऍक्सिडेंट कमी जातले. कितले फावटी सरकारान गोवा स्टेट इंट्रीम कंपेन्सेशन ह्या रोड ऍक्सिडेंटाक दिला. त्या रोड ऍक्सिडेंट हो मेजर इश्यू असा सदांच पेपरार दिता आणि सरकारान जस्ट फॉर म्हणजे नॉलेजी खातीर सांगता अराउंड 94 lakhs हे लास्ट इयर अराउंड 50 विक्टिमांक डिस्पर्स केला आणि इमिजिएटली डिस्पर्स केला. आमच्या सरकाराचे जस्ट टू प्रूव्ह अगेन ट्रान्सपरन्सी सगळ्या स्किमींचे जे पैसे आसा ते 100% डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रान्सफर म्हणजे थंय मिडलमॅन आणि कोण ना. जर कोणाक 2,500 येवपा जाय जाल्यार डायरेक्ट त्याच्या कार्डान वता तुका. आणि हो कॉस्ट जर तुमकां आसला हे फक्त स्किमीचे मेजर स्किमीज म्हणजे रिलेटेड टू सोशल वेलफेअर, फिशरीज, एग्रीकल्चर आणि वुमेन अँड चायल्ड डेव्हलपमेंट हाचेरच फक्त आमच्या सरकारान इतले ट्रान्सफर केल्ले आसात तुका. आताच जशें म्हज्या बाकीच्या कलिगांनी सांगला की जो डिटेक्शन रेट जाल्लो आसा लॉ अँड ऑर्डर सिच्युएशनाचो तो डेफिनेटली वाडलेलो आसा 88.38 जाल्लो आसा आनी हो डिटेक्शन रेट अजून बरो इम्प्रूव जावच्या खातीर आमचो गोवा जर फक्त डिटेक्शन ना जाल्यार ताचेर रिसर्चय करता आनी रिसर्च करतना एक MOU सायन केला IIT गोवा आनी बिट्स स्कुलांनी कडेन टू स्ट्रेंथन लॉ एनफोर्समेंट आनी सायबर सेक्युरिटी म्हणजे रिसर्चय आमच्या बरोबर काम चालू आसा फक्त आमी कामच करना आतां हे रिसर्च करतकीर फायदो कितें जाता हाचो बेनिफीट येतलो तो फुडल्या 5 वर्सांक आमच्या सरकाराक येतलो आमच्या सरकारान सदांच बायलांचेर अत्याचार जाता हाचेर सदांच खूब काळजी घेतलेली आसा पिंक फोर्स केल्ले आसा आमची जी पुलीस स्टेशन आसा जे केन्ना केन्ना बायल आनी भुरगीं येतात थंय चायल्ड फ्रेंडली रूम केल्ले आसा सो पुलीस स्टेशनार बायलांक किंवा भुरग्यांक अशें दिसूंक जायना की हांगा बाबा पुलीस आपल्याचेर प्रेशर करता चायल्ड फ्रेंडली नॉर्थ गोवा आनी सावथ गोवा हे केल्ले आसा आमचे सरकार सदांच फायर अपग्रेडिंग फायर आनी इमर्जन्सी इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चराक सदांच हेल्प करता एक न्यू एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह आनी ट्रेनिंग ब्लॉक फायर एंड इमर्जन्सी पणजे सुरू करता हाच्या बरोबर म्हाका एकूच सांगूंक जाय आमच्या बिचोलेन फायर डिपार्टमेंटाचें काम सुरू आसा थ्रू GSIDC सांगपाक इतलेंच मातशें दिसता की काम खूब स्लो आसा खूब फावटी हांव आनी मुख्यमंत्र्यान ह्या विशयाचेर डिस्कसय केला समटायम आमी हेल्पलेस आसता लोकांक दिसता काम आमकां सरकाराक करूं नाका सरकाराक बिल्डींग बेगीनच बांदूं जायी पण केन्ना केन्ना कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर करना मागीर लोक म्हणटा कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर कित्याक काडना कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर काडप इज नॉट एन इजी जॉब एक जर कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर काडलो आनी परत दुसऱ्या अर्दवट कामाक जर घातलो जाल्यार ताका परत 1 वर्स वतली ही भीती आसता सो त्यामुळे आमच्या सरकार ह्या जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह ब्लॉक आमचो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह फायर ब्लॉक जो बिचोले बांदता त्याचेरय आमचो CMय सिरियस आसा हांवूय आमदार म्हणून सिरियस आसा बट वी आर ट्रायंग तुमकां जस्ट मेन्शन करपाक लास्ट इयर आमच्या फायर डिपार्टमेंटान आमच्या बिचोलेन मेन सिटीन एक व्हडले बनियन ट्री पडले आनी त्याच्या अंडर एक गाडी रोवली आनी त्या गाडयेन 4 लोक आसले ऑलमोस्ट 10 वरां आमचे फायर डिपार्टमेंट आमचे म्युनिसिपालिटीचे कावन्सिलर चेअरपर्सन आमचे म्युनिसिपालिटीचे लोक इन्क्लुडींग हांव आमचो मयाचो आमदार प्रेमेन शेड म्हज्या बरोबर आसलो आमी सबंद रात आसले आमी त्या दिसले तर सगळ्यांक सुखरूप ते गाडयेंतले काडले आनी फुडले 2 दीस आमच्या फायर डिपार्टमेंटान तो रस्तो क्लीन करपाक लागला म्हणजे दिसी इतलें बरें काम ते करतात केन्नाच आमकां त्रास ना व्हेन इट कम्स टू मेडिकल आमचें गोंय हे पयलें स्टेट आसा जी TB डायग्नोज करपाक अर्ली डिटेक्शन रॅपीड मॅलिक्युलर टेस्ट करता हांव दोतोर म्हणून कित्याक सांगता ही रॅपीड मॅलिक्युलर टेस्ट कॉस्टली आसता आणि हातून जे डायग्नोसिस TB जाता ॲट व्हेरी अर्ली स्टेज जाता ज्याच्यामुळे TB जावन पेशंटाक खूब सायड इफेक्ट जायना सेकंडली आमचे गोंय हे अगेन फर्स्ट स्टेट की TB जावन बरो जालो काय आमी बरो जाल्लो म्हणून पेशंट कळना जाल्यार वी डू अ कल्चर आणि कल्चर जर नेगेटिव्ह असलो फॉर ट्युबरक्लोसिस बॅसिलाय जाल्यार आमी सांगता हो पेशंट TB फ्री म्हणून आसा ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींचेर खूबसो हे कॉस्ट जाता आमचे साखरेचे म्हणजे ॲक्च्युली ऑफ्थॅल्मिक OT जे ऑफ्थॅल्मिक सर्जरी जाता लेटेस्ट फेको इमल्सिफिकेशन जाता किंवा OCT स्कॅन जाता जितली GMCन फॅसिलिटी आसा ऑफ्थॅल्मिक OT तितलीच आज आमच्या साखरेचे कम्युनिटी हेल्थ सेंटरान आसा हाच्या बरोबर म्हाका एकूच रिक्वेस्ट करपाक जाय आमच्या हेल्थ मिनिस्टराक आमची बिचोलीची CSC आसा थंय तांच्यांनी थोडेच दीस पयलीं कॅम्पा खातीर आयले आनी हेज एश्योर्ड मी दॅट विथीन नेक्स्ट 3 मंथ्स ही विल बी स्टार्टींग OT आनी ताचेर लक्ष घालपाचो एक दुसरें म्हणटा ते थिसर एक्सरे आनी लॅब फॅसिलिटी सॅटर्डे संडे नासता हांव परत एकदां सांगता ह्या असेंब्ली हावजान सांगितलें म्हाका एक 5 मिनटां दिया हांव मेडिकल इश्यूचेर उलयता स्पिकर सर सो आय थिंक आय विल बी इन अ बेटर स्टेट टू एक्सप्लेन ऑल द मेडिकल थिंग्स